family. Welcome to another edition of Affirmation Mondays. So, this Affirmation Monday is a little unique because for this Affirmation Monday, I found affirmations that are specifically centered around love, around partnership, around speaking life into your spouse as well as yourself. So, as we go on this journey through life, as we go through or on a journey of finding and keeping love, definitely one of those things that you want to keep in mind is, like with everything else, we have to nurture it. And a lot of times we forget that our relationship is this organic growing thing. And specific for me, as I'm speaking of relationship, I'm speaking of marriage in particular, in reference to my situation. But no matter the type of relationship that you may be in, it's an organic thing. It has life to it. So since it does have life to it, we have to speak life into it. You have to nurture it. You have to work on pulling and bringing out the best within that particular situation. So tonight's affirmations are more so centered around that. So I have one affirmation in particular that speaks to being supportive, and I want to ask a question, or rather leave you with a question. What does it mean to be a supportive partner? And what does it mean to your partner for you to be supportive? What does it mean to you to be supported by your partner? Those are questions, typically speaking, that we don't necessarily ask, but they impact us greatly. So I want to leave you guys with that particular question. And then the other affirmation that I have for you guys tonight is centered around unconditional love. So often we find ourselves either putting conditions on our love or being in situations where there's conditions upon us in reference to our partners being able to love us. So what does unconditional love look like? Another question. Do you believe in unconditional love? So definitely something to ask, kind of work through, and see where you stand on it. So jumping into the affirmations, the first affirmation is, I am supportive of my partner. He or she is supportive of me. I am supportive of my partner. He or she is supportive of me. So again, as I stated earlier, in reference to support, you want to ask that question. You want to see what that looks like, what that feels like for you. And you want to call that out. It's an amazing quality, something definitely that I pray over, because my goal is being the best version of myself, is making sure that I'm pulling the best out of my husband, that I am supporting him, that I am pulling the best out of my children, that I am supporting them. So in reference to that support factor, it looks different depending on the type of relationship that it may be geared towards. My other affirmation is, I am open to receiving and giving unconditional love to my partner. I am open to receiving and giving unconditional love to my partner. So it's a two-way street. Not only do I want to feel unconditional love, but I want to make sure that I'm giving unconditional love. I want to make sure that as we grow, I give space and leave room for change, because the person that I married initially, he's not the same man. For me, I'm not the same woman. You evolve, you change, you grow, you go through different struggles, you go through different challenges, you level up, you find out new things about yourself. it's a discovery period that you go through. And a quote that I picked up a long time ago is, "My spouse is my favorite book to read." And I want to, at the same time, be his, because I'm not the same person and he's not either. And I want to make sure that we embrace that and that we provide space for each other to expand and grow and become the best versions of ourselves. And again, that necessary give and take is there, but that we're also pulling the best out of one another, which is something that you are constantly working at, because as you're constantly evolving, so are they. So with tonight's affirmations, as always, I pray that they help you in some way, shape, or form. I pray that you can use them, that it speaks to some level of where you are with your journey. These affirmations are interchangeable for me. But for tonight's affirmations, they were more centered around love. They were more centered around my spouse and uplifting my spouse. Because let's say, for instance, you're into affirmations, or that's your specific love language, but it's not necessarily your partner's thing. You would be surprised how much you can change a dynamic and bring positivity into it just off of your outlook. So I encourage everybody to be more positive, to look more for those moments, where you can be the light, and just keep pushing, because we definitely find our moments where, as things are changing and they're shifting, we kind of go through a bit of a gray area. So hopefully these can help with that. So as always, I pray that you guys can use these affirmations, if they help you in some way, shape, or form. Like and share. Leave me a comment. Let me know that you are enjoying the content. And until next week, have an amazing